Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another video, and today I've got two sweet Para64's. Okay, I haven't shown anything from this brand in actually quite a while, unfortunately. I just haven't picked up many of them. But they've got a brand new tooling here that I really wanted to get a hold of, and I love their Tomaso Pantera. So I got this one a little while ago, I just haven't shown it. I haven't had anything to show it with. And then I've got this brand new thing right here, which I am excited about big time. This is the Porsche 93578 Moby Dick 1981 Laguna Seca 100 miles. Very stoked about this one. This Porsche is really cool. I like this Porsche. I like this wild looking Porsche. I think it's really neat. And I need to get the other one that they came out. They came out with the Martini livery one as well, in addition to this Momo one. So we'll look at that second. I collect this Hot Wheels casting as well, by the way. So that's why, I mean, I'm just really into it. So Para64, they come with a little plastic sleeve here. I think I've saved the plastic sleeve on most of my Paras. Have I? I'm looking over there. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. I'll check it out. Maybe I'll throw that away. I don't know. Do you really need to keep it? Anyway, Para64 packaging's pretty cool. Just kind of basic stuff. Para64 Paragon models. These are actually, I almost thought it said Jada Toys for a second. It's Jaddy Toys. What is that? Anyway, these are licensed, as far as I'm aware. I don't know. Does it say anything about a Tomaso licensing on this? I never really looked because I assume these are licensed. I know. Not sure. What about this one? It's got Porsche licensing on it? I don't see anything. I got these from AliExpress, though, by the way, so maybe the region that these were actually meant to be sold in did not require. Actually, this one I got from my buddy Jay, now that I think about it. I just don't see any licensing there, which is interesting because I thought all their models were licensed. This is from 2024 release 2. I didn't even know they numbered their releases. This is how long. Oh, there's the there's the Porsche licensing right there. 2024 release 5. I don't see anything from Tomaso, but is that even a thing anymore? I don't know. All right. I'm sure someone still holds the keys to the licensing there. All right. Little stickers hold the plastic bit on. The base, let's go ahead and take a look at the Pantera. I have this one, the original one that came out in yellow, and I thought that was pretty cool. It's a very stock looking one, or like very much like the first Panteras that came out. This is a 1972, red and black with lights down. They do make these with a lights up configuration as well. Be cool if they could make one with moving lights, but they do not. Plastic base, metal body, rubber tires. It rolls a bit. Not very easily, but it does roll. Pantera GTS. Very cool. Just a dream car, right? My buddy Crazy Todd, this is his like ultimate dream car, would be a Pantera. It looks like we got just a little issue down there. It looks like paint, errant paint from when they painted the tail pipes and mufflers. But very cool. Digging this one. I really like this model a lot. Like this car a lot. I'm into it. I think it's really cool. Glad I picked this one up. I kind of want to get it in more colors because I just love the car so much. I think it's very, very cool. And it should be legitimately 1/64 scale as well, which is another plus. Anytime we get a premium brand like this, we want it to be in legitimately 1/64 scale. So Para64, kind of an underdog at Diecast. They're doing everything right. They're getting licensing. They're doing all the stuff, you know, like they're supposed to be doing. But they're kind of an underdog, kind of a smaller company. So they don't release like as much stuff as say like Mini GT or TSM model or stuff like that. But they do release some very interesting models. The Tomaso, the Chigetta, I don't know how to pronounce it. So they have some really interesting casting choices that makes them really neat. And one of them is this guy here. So this Porsche 93578, very cool Porsche, racing Porsche, and I definitely want to get it in more colors, or more liveries, more racing liveries. because I love these older race cars. I think these things are super neat, super cool. So we're going to get this guy open, and I'm excited to check out this new casting from Para64 or Para64, whatever. Let's not get into the weeds of pronunciation here. Momo Penthouse. They got Penthouse. Ooh, that's sassy. Yeah, before the internet. All right, so let's go ahead and open this stuff up. Or unscrew it. So their cases come with these like little plastic inserts, so they can use like the same tooling for this plastic. Very efficient. Does it roll? Not so much. Kind of wants to roll. These are screwed together. You could take them apart and really get them to roll probably. This one's got a little bit of a flat spot in the tires from where it was squished down onto the base. Very cool model. I'm going to have to get this one under the camera to take some pics of it. So as far as the details on it, like the racing livery themselves, they appear to be like water slide decals is what it looks like, or some sort of printing process where they printed on a decal. I can tell that because of this gap right here. You can see that shiny decal kind of goes over it. So this is all one. Ooh, look at that actually too. So yeah, these are definitely decals. I don't know if I like that. See, I'm pushing it back down into that. I just feel like if you have these things in a really dry environment, it is possible that these decals over time will start to crack. And it doesn't like feel, I mean, I would assume these are clear coated over, but I just had to squish that one down into the crack. So that's a little bit bothersome. I don't like decal style of stuff. I know there's some other brands that do it. Like there's some, I don't know if Inno does it. I'm trying to think of other ones that do. Some Tarmac works, like the more elaborate racing livery stuff is decaled like this. And I don't like that because of, you know, this stuff. You got like little pieces of the clear decal that you can clearly see there. And I don't mean to just be pointing out flaws. This is still a really cool car. Very cool. It's just done, the graphics are kind of done in what I would consider kind of a more old school way of doing things. Like this is how you do customs at your house, would be with decal work. And you can have really good looking decal work. There's no doubt about it. But I just think for a diecast company to use it when there are other, likely more expensive options, by the way. So I get that. Like pad printing or whatever Mini GT is doing, that is like probably the answer as to how you should do a livery like this. Theirs seems to be printed right on the car, and then I believe it's clear coated over. This one, I don't know, it's hard to tell. I wonder if I use like a decal softener, if I'd be able to get that to sit down a little bit better and adhere. I'm not sure. But I'm sorry we're stuck on that. It's just I notice it, and I got to point it out. Yeah, just not a fan of that style of decal. You can see like the edges right here. And you can see where this one here was actually put on slightly crooked. Right there. So, you know, I don't know. Not a big fan of that. Altogether, though, this car looks cool. It presents well. Looks cool from afar like this. If I were to get it under a camera, though, and start to take really detailed pictures of it, you know, we would notice some issues that I would have to use the magic of Photoshop to remove. That's when I really notice, by the way, when I really notice an issue with the casting is when I get it, if I take pictures of it. And then I sit through and I have to kind of like most of the time what I'm doing is I'm removing dust from the photo, because it's impossible, no matter how much you clean up a car, it's going to have little dust specks all over it. And they're not really visible to the naked eye, but once you get it under a camera and it's close up and stuff, and you have it brightly lit and all that, that stuff just shows up like crazy, and you got to sit and get rid of it. And that's when I notice stuff like a misaligned decal, or where there's the edge of the decal over the edge of here. And that's when you start noticing stuff like that. So when you buy one of these, not everything is going to be equal. And actually, you know what? I didn't get this from AliExpress. I got this from an eBay seller, now that I think of it. Big J's Garage, which apparently is a controversial place to buy from, according to Facebook right now. So, sent me the car, I don't know. But yeah, there's some bubbles in the decaling. So I'm not a huge fan of that. I'm not a huge fan of that, the way they did that. Let's check out closely here the Tomaso. And see, I don't know, is that decaled? It is. You see the edge of it right there? So this is one big decal that goes across the base of the car. I'm not really, see, you can see it in the fender right there. I don't really like that. Trying to get something to like kind of push it in. I think this thing has another brush on the backside, doesn't it? No? I don't know. Whatever. I'm not going to be able to do it. So anyway, cool cars. I mean, they look good on their bases and stuff like that. I just am not big on decaled cars, water slide decaled cars that aren't like heavily clear coated over, so that these things don't curl up over time and start to crack and fade and do that. And I don't even know how much time that would take, but maybe not that much. All right. Well, there you go. There you have it. There's this. I'm sorry if I don't know, offended anybody. I know Para actually occasionally will watch a video. If I show their product, they will watch them. And they actually engage their customers quite a bit. Maybe I'll get a response to this, just saying, hey, this is why we do this. This is why we have to do it this way. And maybe that is just a limitation of what they can do right now. And if it is, it is. And that's the way it is. I mean, I would argue that these look better than Hot Wheels Premiums with the dot matrix look. So at least they're not doing that on a premium model. But I just don't like decals. And I do know that there's other brands that do it too. So, all right. Anyway, that's it for this video. I do like the car, though. I'm glad I have it. And thank you guys very much for watching. This is going to be in the premium. I say this almost every video now, it feels like, because I do a lot of this content. But it's going to be in the premium /import diecast playlist, where I show a lot of premium stuff, premium models like this. And, so check that out, of course, if you want to see more cool content with premium diecast. All right, thank you guys very much for watching. Have yourself an excellent day.